I was reading a book by Napoleon Hill. It's called Think and Grow Rich. It was pretty much explaining his success story and how he talked to other successful entrepreneurs who have been able to become so successful. For example, a couple of people he interviewed were Henry Ford, Benjamin Franklin, and then obviously these are really old people, right? These are people way back in the day. And one thing that really stood out to me was just having desire and then having faith. Those two things right there will consistently make you want to take action. And honestly, the whole book pretty much just summarizes when you have something you desire so much that you have faith that it will work out, you'll consistently take action every single day. So to get to the point of this video is find out what you desire. It could be wanting to make 10K a month from an online business. It can be starting your own car wash company. It can be getting that dream job. It can be going to get that degree and pursuing in, a doctor's degree, a dentist, a nurse, whatever it is. Just know you have to be able to know what your desires are. A lot of people feel lost in life, right? And whoever is watching this video, if you are feeling lost, the reason why you feel so lost or you feel like you have no sense of purpose is because you're constantly distracting yourself. You're constantly scrolling on TikTok. You're constantly on social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is. When you're not able to sit alone in your room and just think about your life, that is why you feel so lost. It's because you're constantly watching other people's lives and not creating. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. I've obviously scrolled on TikTok. It's something everyone does. But being able to minimize that, taking time away from your phone, and just being able to be bored and sit alone will give you a lot of mental clarity. When you're able to sit alone, when you go on a drive or you go on a walk, just try not to take your phone with you. And that's when the greatest ideas appear in your head. That's when you think more creatively. That's when you figure out who you truly are without social media. If you really think about it, our parents back in the day did not have technology like this. So they had to figure everything out on their own. And that's where the greatness comes from, is when you're able to sit alone in your room, being able to do nothing and just think. And obviously you don't want to think for too long where you're overthinking about your whole life. But to some degree, you got to be able to sit alone without any distractions, without any noise. And this can go for a lot of us, right? And there's a study. I'm not too sure what the study was, but I was watching a YouTube video and this gentleman was talking about how they got 10 students. They did two different groups. Like group A, they were in a room where they had a button right in the middle, and this button was pretty much allowing them to shock themselves. And all they did was sit in the room for 10 minutes. And then the group B, what they had was I think I'm speaking this experience wrong, but essentially what was going on is that these students were in a room to sit alone for around 10 to 20 minutes. And because they end up getting so bored, they rather shock themselves with this button in the middle of their desk than sit alone with their thoughts. So if you were to think about it, that's like pretty insane how most people can't just sit with their thoughts and process who they are. You're never going to figure out who you are. You're never going to figure out what you want to do in your life if you don't sit and think about yourself. Sit alone. And this all goes back to what I was talking about Napoleon Hill, right? In order to figure out your desire, and then in order to have that faith in what your desire is, you got to think about what you want to do. And think about it hard and why you want to pursue that. It could be anything. For me, like, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be able to influence you guys. I want to be help motivate other people to start and get their dreams started. Because whatever age you are, it's never too late. You can, if you're 18 to 25, which is my age range right now, we have so much time, and that's also an excuse to say that, but you should start right now. Start investing. Start that business. Start talking to that girl. Do whatever you gotta do, and also just try to figure out your desire, which is sitting by yourself, trying new things out. Stop consuming so much by curating. The more you curate, the better. And it doesn't matter if you're bad at it at first. If you guys think about it like me, I'm just rambling on. This video honestly has no correlation to anything. It's just me literally just yapping. And whoever watches, I really appreciate you guys watching my first couple of videos, because you guys are gonna be here while I'm still down, and then once I blow up, man, it's from there. But just starting, that's all it takes. The first step. There's so many people out there who are like, I wanna make a YouTube channel, and they don't even have an account. There's so many people out there that say they want to go get a degree. They haven't even enrolled in any classes or any colleges. There's a lot of people out there that want to start a clothing brand. They haven't even made a logo. They haven't even started design. They haven't even thought about the brand. They haven't even think about what their identity is in the brand, you know? So it's all these little small things that that slowly bring that momentum into slowly taking action every single day. Just know you have to be bored in order to be successful. And this is a common thing I hear with a lot of successful people that I talk to, that they don't consume, they create. They're not on their phones that much. They're able to be alone. They're not distracted. And mind you, it is very easy to be great nowadays because there are so many distractions in this world. And it's insane. A lot of us can't sit alone for more than 30 minutes. And if you are able to, that's great. But one thing one thing they've been lying to you about is you can't multitask. Focusing on one thing at a time and planning your days out will go a long ways. And if you're stuck, if you feel lost, I hope this video finds you, and just know that God is with you, man. Just continue to pray, continue to work hard, and mind you, don't overthink. But just do. Stop mentally masturbating yourself. But just do. Just do. Whenever you feel like I want to do it later, you gotta trick yourself and tell yourself, do it now. Do it now. And one more thing. What you think about is what your reality will be. Everything in this world is vibrational. So whatever you speak will speak into existence. Speak well about yourself. Speak only wealth, health, success, and abundance. I appreciate everyone watching this video. Peace.